G'day guys, welcome back to another Shannons Engineering walk around video. For those that are new to the channel, my name is Shannon and today we're going to go through this beast. Let's tune in, sit down, grab a beer and let's get into the video. Okay guys, this build is so big it's going to be hard for me to remember all the parts that's included in this car. So if you guys want to just get in the link below, there's going to be a link to our website. There'll be hundreds of photos, this video and all sorts of information about the car and all the accessories we've fitted. So straight away I'm going to get into it. Starting off with suspension first, we've got the Mark's full drive portal axle kit installed, which gives you a 5-inch lift straight away on the diffs. It's got a wider wheel track, 3.9 GVM. It still has leaf springs in the back, however it's nice and high. It's got a wider stance, King's racing shocks all round with airbag helpers in the back for the extra weight if you want to put a caravan on the back. And that's pretty much it for the suspension. 35-inch tyres standard, all legal Australia wide. Don't have to worry about the popo on this car, so yeah, it's good to go. Alright, we're up the front now, so let's talk about the bull bar. The bull bar is from ATD and we've done that in a Raptor finish, so it's protected against all sorts of bugs and trees and whatever else you want to smash into. We've got the Bush Ranger Covert 12,000 pound winch down the front there and the Outech spotlights, 3 of them. Stainless steel grille, and we've also upgraded the headlights to the Defender style aftermarket lights with LED bulbs in there. Sand flag going on right there. And if you guys notice the paint finish, it's extremely shiny. That's because we've had that wrapped in a nice PPF and ceramic coating. Moving down the side, we've got aftermarket fiberglass flares. Because of the portal axles, we have a much wider wheel track, front and back. So we have to make sure that we keep this thing legal, and these are 50mm wider each side. Safari snorkel there. Upgraded towing mirrors that are also been color coded and ceramic coated as well, so they're also protected. We've got the lower door decal on there, which is great for stone chip protection, and then we've got automatic steps with LED lighting. We've done the window tint, the roof platform I'll get to in a minute, and then obviously our Shannons Engineering tray and canopy. So this car is bloody huge. Like I can't even touch the top of it. So she's a big rig and so much to go through. Around the back here we've got our Shannons Engineering tray. This is a steel chassis and everything else on the tray is aluminium. So the steel for strength. This headboard here is going to protect your canopy from any obstructions from trees and things like that. And the mud guards, toolboxes, trundle drawer and all that stuff's all aluminium. So we've made the guards a bit wider for this guy because obviously portal axles, we can move these guards in and out however the customer likes. Underneath we have the standard toolboxes. All our trays comes with these toolboxes, including the illuminated logo there, and it's also an LED indicator. Automatic lighting inside there with powder coated finish, a nice carpeted mat and automatic central locking which works off your genuine Toyota key fob. Okay, the canopy. This is our new Gen 7 canopy. It's a little bit different from all our previous ones and it's a little bit better in a few ways. We've made it a little bit stronger, a little bit lighter, a little bit more modular. We're just listening to our customers' feedback and obviously what our customer wants. So we've just tried to make it the best we can. So let's have a look. Oh, straight away you can see we've got the max tracks there. That's optional now if you want to put them on there. And then inside, straight away you've got powder coated aluminium doors on the inside. So we've got the red arc system in this canopy and we've got it all tucked away on the back wall there, which is easily to get to. You don't really need to get to it because the inverter has an AC GPO on both sides just at the back wall there, and all your controls are done through the red arc display there. We've also got an additional red arc display in the cab, so at any time you can keep an eye on your fridge temp. You can turn things on and off in the back. You can turn on the lights on the rear of the canopy, for example. You can also see how much power you got coming into your batteries while you're driving, so that's nice and handy. Again, all modular. If you guys want drawers, we've also thought about that, and that's why we've got a bit of a cut-off line about the 350mm high mark there. So if you wanted drawers, we can get them going all the way to the back, giving you the maximum space. If you guys notice, we've got the batteries in the wall in this canopy, and this is part of our new Gen 7 design. The idea is so we don't have the big bulky batteries taking up your canopy space on the floor here. So this way we can put 2 batteries in the front wall, and if you guys want extra power, we can actually do the same in the rear wall. Absolutely taking up no floor space, all hidden in the walls, which is dead space anyway. And why wouldn't you want to do that? It's basically the future. All our trays come with a standard LED tail lights with sequential indicators. We also have rock lights underneath the tray there too, which come on in reverse. We've got the standard fuel filler cap there, which uses your factory Toyota key, so your fuel cap's always locked. And we've got the high pressure pump outlet there, which I'll go through in a minute. Trundle drawer there is optional, all aluminium, lockable, dustproof. We have lots of goodies in there, which I'll go through in a minute, but let's just carry on with the overview of the video. Reverse light, floodlight there, so that'll see down long driveways and dark paths there, but these lights also have reverse in them as well. So, like I said earlier, canopy is also removable, so we'll go through the canopy in a second. Underneath, let's have a look down here. We have a rear winch, the covert winch from Bush Ranger. We've also got the high mount tow bar from Marks with a drop down hitch. We have our low pressure water tap outlet there. Okay, coming around this side, you'll probably notice straight away that nice big shiny stainless steel exhaust. That's from 316 Engineering, and that's a 5-inch all the way up to the DPF. We do have to keep the DPF in this car to keep it street legal. However, we have done a few engine mods which I'll get to in a minute. Alright guys, so we're on the passenger side of the canopy now, and this side here is generally used for the kitchen sort of area, mainly because we're on the footpath side of the car, and most people like to camp on the left side, and that's usually why we put the awnings on the left side and things like that. So we've offset the wall in the canopy, so this side's a bit shallower, giving you more space on the other side. And this area here is generally like a pantry or kitchen, so to speak. We've got modular adjustable shelves now with a 12-volt pie oven option up there. And then this side here is usually left empty for mainly 240 appliances like coffee machines and toasters and things like that. And that's why I've got the AC power point there. Chucked in a couple of first aid kits up there and a snake bite kit. You never know when you need that. Also, fridge wise, we've got the 85 litre Dometic, which is a fridge freezer running on the 12 volts. And with the solar we've got connected to this car, you'll never have to worry about getting a flat battery. That thing can just stay on for life. Okay, a couple of people have asked how do we remove our canopies, and it's as simple as this. Basically, you just take the 4 little caps off inside your canopy area there, undo the bolt. Our trays are designed to have a threaded insert already built into all our trays, so simply take the 4 bolts out there and then just make sure you unplug this little cable and plug area. These are all the connections going into your car, like your central locking, your camera on the back of the canopy. We've got the solar and the display for the red arc in the car. All these plugs are right here, so just undo this little area there and the canopy's free to go. Once you've got the canopy off, you can actually put it on some legs, put it in your garage, put it up the side of your house, and it will still operate. Everything in the canopy will still be working. You don't need the car at all. So if you're camping, you want to take the legs with you, you can set up a little base station, put the legs out, put the awning out, use the tent, whatever, and then go driving, a bit of four-wheel driving or whatever. There you go. Okay, while we're talking about plugs, I forgot to mention at the back here we've got an AC in. So this is for shore power. You want to connect your canopy into the power point at home or at a caravan park, that'll just light up the whole inside and it'll charge all your batteries, and you can just run this whole thing off AC. Also up the top there, I must not forget this one, we've modified the tent wiring to have 2 Anderson plugs up the top there and 1 at the front of the canopy, and that's so you can have solar blankets. You can either have a solar blanket at this back area or 1 up the front of the car, and also an Anderson plug there for a DC out if you wanted to put lighting under your awning, or you wanted to run extra anything that's 12 volts, you've just got an extra Anderson point up the top there, which is pretty handy. Alright, let's talk about the overview of the canopy. Some little accessories we have on the exterior are things like the ARB hard shell side awning. No wraparound awning for this car, we're just trying to keep it simple and not so heavy up the top. We've also got our steady floodlights on the rear. These are on a ram mount gimbal and they are controlled from the red arc system I mentioned earlier, so you can turn them off and on while you're driving. You can spin these around to the front like this if you want to use this for four-wheel driving as well. It lights up this otherwise black area in the dark. Tyre holders on the back there, they are removable. If you want to just carry 1 tyre, that's fine. Carry 2, you can lock them. You can all adjustable for all different tyre types. Folding ladder on the rear is made from aluminium and it folds down, gives you a nice entry into your rooftop tent. And tucked right in the middle there, we've got our reverse camera, which is also infrared. It's colour, it's infrared, and it's a nice high quality truck camera, so you can use that as a revision camera while you're driving, obviously changing lanes, checking on your caravan, things like that. It's really handy. So Okay, as you can see up the top there, we've got the new Alicab Gen 3R. That's the new rooftop tent from Alicab, and it has a couple of extra features like a fold down table and also elevator backrest. Finishing it off, we've got two 100-watt solar panels on the top there, which are modular. And if you want to take the tent off at home, you can. You just got to undo the bolts along the sides there, and if you want to take it off seasonally or whatever, it's easily done.
Go.
Woo! It's a long way up here. Okay, while I'm up here, let's talk about the roof setup. So we've got the Rhino Rack roof platform. Not only is this good storage, but it also keeps your cabin out of the sun, which I've found on my car. I don't really use mine for putting much stuff on. However, it's good for putting all your accessories and lighting and things like that. We've got the new Starlink dish there, which we've converted to 12 volts, and that stays there permanently now in a nice hard case. We've also got our two antennas. We've got our UHF antenna there and our Telstra phone signal booster, Selfie Go. From here you can also see the solar panels nicely fitted there. And other than that, we've got our 40-inch light bar up the front and our Shannons roof lighting, which I'll go through back on the ground. Okay, now I'm back down here on Earth. I'll just go through the side lighting. So we have the short 7-inch white LED light bars on the side here with an external switch, and then we have a 11-inch light bar here, which is mainly used for camping because it's a bit nicer on the eyes. We can control these lights from inside the cab, just the white ones. You can control the left and the right, so that's awesome for four-wheel driving and finding dark tracks and things like that. Alright guys, massive engine bay, absolutely full to the brim. We've got literally no room in here to do any more things, so we had to do a cut off there because there's no room. Where do we start? Basically the most predominant things you'll see on here is the GSL stuff, which is the upgraded stainless steel airbox with a nice panel filter, and then the intake pipe work has been upgraded to stainless steel all the way down to the turbo, and that's going to help you with a bit of airflow into the engine and into the turbo. To keep the intercooler cooler, we have a fan kit which is automatic. This comes on when the engine's above 86 degrees, and you can adjust the temperature sensor from over there, and it's got a low voltage disconnect as well, so you don't have to worry about it flattening your battery. Speaking about batteries, we do have a dual battery system here, which you can see with a red arc BCDC in the front grille. That's going to keep this battery topped up, and then we've moved all our fuses from down here to keep this area nice and neat and everything off the battery posts, and we've put them up here along the sides along with the relays. We've also installed a fuel pre-filter on that side, tucked up in the corner there. Like I said, we ran out of room over here to fit it, so we had to make some custom brackets and stick it up there in the corner, and that's because this guy's going to be out in the desert, not knowing where he's getting his fuel from. He just definitely not want to get any shit in his fuel tank. Okay guys, welcome to the cockpit. This thing has been stripped all the way back to bare metal because we've done a full stage 2 soundproofing, which means roof out, floor out, everything back to bare metal, and that's going to give you some insulation from sound and also heat. So this car gets a lot of heat from the road, the gearbox, and from the sun also. So having the soundproofing is definitely a must if you're going to go to this effort building a nice car. Finishing off the interior, we've got lovely beautiful handcrafted seats with our logos imprinted in them and matching door trims as well. For the sound system, we've got the Kenwood DMX 10.5-inch floating screen there with Apple CarPlay, and for the speakers we've got an Alpine 9-inch speakers front and back doors with USBs, puddle lights, and an Audison sub behind the back seat. Down the front here in the center console, we've had this handmade as well, and it's got our carbon fiber dash there with the controls for the heated seats, the rock lights, the rear compressor. We can turn our winch isolator on and off, so we have power to our winches from in the cab, and also our airbag controls for the rear airbags. We can turn our compressor on from here, we can make the bags go up and down with a twiddle of the fingers, and that's pretty much it. Other than that, we have the Selfie, the Starlink, the roof lights, and the air locking hubs, and all the spotlights. While you're driving, you don't have to take your eyes off the road very far, and we have all the Canopy controls up here using the red arc display, and nice aftermarket leather steering wheel, and a phone charging base here for the quad lock automatic charging base. So that's a nice little feature. A couple of things I forgot to mention, guys, and that is the CB radio on our little hand thing there. That's a nice little add-on feature. Red Arc Tow Pro, and we've also installed a satellite GPS tracking system. Okay, we're in the back, canvas seat cover. We've also got the leather door trims here as well with the 6x9s. I forgot to mention in the front there that we've also sanded back all the door hardware and painted it black. I see a lot of cruisers online, they go to the effort to do this, but they don't do this, and it makes a big difference doing it all in nice and black. Now what I wanted to show you in the back here is behind the back seat. We've got hardly any fuses in the engine bay, and that's because we have all our small current fuses in the back here, keeping the engine bay nice and clean, and also keeping this out of the elements. So we've got 2 fuse hubs there, one for the main battery, one for the auxiliary battery. So all our small accessories. We've also got the Selfie Go, the airbag controls, and the Starlink power supply and the Starlink router. So that router's got an estimated 50-meter range from sitting where it is. So when you're camping or whatever, you don't have to worry about not having a signal. Lastly, we've got the 10-inch sub, which I mentioned earlier, and also a jacking base, if those are asking what that is. That's to put your bottle jack on. Gives it a bit more stability on the ground. In the back of the trundle drawer, I'll go through that with you next, and we've even upgraded the jack. So, let's go. Okay guys, the trundle drawer. Now, I know a lot of people wouldn't really talk about the trundle drawer much, but I just wanted to show you what we've included for Peter. So we've got a little bit of merch here. We've also got the upgraded bottle jack, which is a 4-ton jack, and a whole bunch of little extensions, well, like little diff holders and things like that. This is a very big car, so we want it to be as safe as possible. Also, we've got our winch controllers, we've got our water fittings here, we've got our extensions for the winch controller if you want to plug this in cable. Also, I've got our sand flag kit there, which is nicely wedged in there. Sand flag kit for him, and we've also chucked in a fire extinguisher, some recovery, soft shackles. We also have lenses for his spotlights. If you want to turn your spotties into floodlights, you can simply just put those little caps on. We've even chucked in a little bottle opener. Also with our builds, this comes standard with all your trays and canopies, guys, and that's care instructions. A 5-sheet instruction pamphlet there for the tray and the canopy. We've given him a fuse guide, all the fuses and where they are located. Also images with numbers, where all the fuses are and what they do. So again, this is going to be a lot for Peter to take in when we do the handover, so he can go home, read this, or keep it with the car. I think it's a good idea. You're spending this much money, you sort of expect this kind of service. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Stay tuned for more. If you want to check out our channel, there's a lot of links below, and there's plenty more other cars we've done. If you want to get in touch with our sales team, just contact sales@shannonsengineering.com.au, and we'll see you on the next video.